To the people wondering if this was going to be a good movie, don't worry because I was wondering that too. But to no surprise, John Wick Chapter 4 somehow found a way to not only be a good movie, but to be the best out of the entire franchise. Everything good you have heard about this movie from like start to finish is totally on point. The movie was really enjoyable for me. The plot, the acting, the cinematography, the fight sequences and choreography, and especially like the stunt team who deserve their props for that like escalator scene as well, which is 100% real. So the opening of the film was what got me hooked onto it in the first place, and ever since then, there was no other time throughout the movie where I was like disinterested. And there were many highlights of the movie, but the main ones for me was like the Marquis de Gramont, Mr. Nobody, who I saw from the next step. So congrats to him, and Donnie Yen as Kane, who just sold in the role. Very good performance from him in my opinion. Um, they managed to flesh out the character. I feel, like without telling us too much about him, by just like word of mouth, like saying stuff about his past, not really showing it to us, or no like dialogue from himself, in my opinion. And even with all that, it was still a good character development from him throughout the movie, and is by far like the best sort of villain of the franchise, in my opinion, too. Um, that and the Marquis de Gramont. I do understand though the Marquis de Gramont didn't really do anything himself. He just sort of like delegated tasks to other people. But I think that's what makes him maybe not a villain, but like more intimidating and powerful in that way because he doesn't have to do things himself. He doesn't have to do the dirty work. And I'm also convinced that he knows how to fight and use like weapons and stuff like that because towards the end of the movie, he didn't have to nominate Kane to fight for him. So I'm thinking that he could have fought if he wanted to fight. And yeah, there were many other highlights, especially that chase scene with the cars and the vehicle in the roundabout, in the warehouse with the Dragon's Breath shotgun by John Wick, and Mr. Nobody as well, just the way he's able to track him down. Now, it's not entirely without fault what goes on in the movie. For example, there are parts where you're wondering if this is taking place on Earth in real life because people are not running away from danger. People, doing that whole chase sequence in the roundabout in the road, people are still driving. I'm pretty sure there were civilians driving even after seeing John Wick murdering people around him, and they don't bother to like move out of the way or stop driving or to run away. So it makes you wonder: is this really just in Earth, or is this like an alternate Earth where people are just, I don't know, acquainted with this type of action? So yeah, you do have to suspend disbelief, but apart from that, every other moment of this film was very enjoyable for me, and it seemed very fleshed out with a satisfying ending and the best one of the franchise yet. So yeah, if I were to rate it, I'll give it like a 9.5 out of 10. But that's about it. Peace.